Kiss92, Maddie, Jason, and Arnold with you. And this morning, we're very honored to be joined by Mrs. Wong, Clinical Director of Parentcraft and Senior Lactation Consultant, along with Irene So, who is a mother of 3 and mummy blogger of SingaporeMumBlogs.com. Welcome, ladies, to the show. So I know you're here because of the Big B event that's happening this weekend. Can you tell us a little bit about the Big B event? Because I know you're attempting to break some national record. What is it about?
This Big B event is very important because it's something that we want to set a new, national record for the most numbers of mothers who are actually breastfeeding and to actually for the Singapore Books of Record actually.
Yeah. When women express the milk and feed it to the kids when they're not around, do you still consider that breastfeeding, or it has to be the baby latching onto the breast?
No, breastfeeding can be any form. Of course, direct contact is very good because there is a bonding, but also that is very good as well because as a mother returning to workforce, they need to have this form of help. So if the baby hasn't been given a bottle right from young, especially after 1 month old, then the baby may hook on the breast. So it makes the transition of returning to work extremely difficult for mom. So that's why I always stress it's good to have a family member use the expressed milk. So it's called association.
Right.
Example, I look at that is bottle, the image of that's coming out. You with mom, I just see mother's boobs. So that's why it makes the transition much easier.
I want to know why is it so important to have this mass breastfeeding challenge, because that's probably the last thing on most people's mind, that people are obviously going to wonder, why do you need so many moms together in a room breastfeeding at the same time?
I think generally we would like to create awareness that it's fine to breastfeed a baby in public. And also a lot of new moms find it very daunting to breastfeed in public because they've never done it before. They do worry, like, what happens if I show too much on my breast, or how am I going to do it? Who's going to think about me? It's actually, the whole idea of it is, it's fine to breastfeed. It's actually a natural way of feeding a baby.
Yeah. And Irene, you obviously recently gave birth to a baby, so are you still breastfeeding?
Yeah, James is 1 today.
Aww.
And he's still having breast milk.
Do you breastfeed in public?
Yes, I do, all the time.
Are there any legal considerations? Is there decency laws and this sort of thing that you have to take into consideration?
Well, according to the Singapore Police Force, it's okay for mothers to breastfeed in public as long as they're discreet about it.
Right.
Have you experienced anybody being squeamish with you when you expose yourself for breastfeeding?
I've never gotten any comments yet because when people stare at me, I'll just look back and smile, and usually they'll just look away.
Okay.
Yeah, especially in Singapore because we're very conservative.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's good to know. At least they look away and they
Give
don't
you
look
your
like
privacy.
Yeah.
Why do you think people are squeamish about it?
I think it's a lot to do with culture acceptance. Because in Singapore, the culture acceptance is not quite explosive. Education is one form of to reach out to them.
And the Big B event will be taking place at the Parents World Exhibition this Saturday, 1 p.m. at Hall 6A. It's a massive record-breaking event that's open to all mothers and their babies. So be present to witness this spectacular moment of the first ever Big B event. And hopefully you make it into the Singapore Book of Records. There's still a chance for you to register to take part. All you have to do is email your particulars to info@redtreegroup.org or call them at 62950 810. Thank you so much, ladies, and all the best for the Big B event.
Thank you.